Hello and welcome, my friends, to FF Lifestyle. We are doing another skate park review video. I know you guys love these because my last few are actually some of the highest viewed videos on my channel. I am not at home right now. I just finished up training at OC Fit, and it is honestly one of my favorite vacation gyms. It is excellent. I will post the Google listing up of the gym. And if you couldn't guess by the title of the gym, I am in Ocean City, Maryland right now. Specifically, we're staying in Fenwick. And if you also couldn't guess from the sound of my voice, somehow I caught a cold my second day of the vacation this week, which was on Tuesday. It is now Thursday. I'm feeling much better today, and really it's just getting over. It only lasted about 2 days. Obviously, I'm at the gym, so I'm feeling much better now, kind of on the tail end of it. But man, am I bummed. I'm here with my family, my beautiful wife and my son, whose car seat is back there, and also my in-laws. So this is not a trip where I am vlogging the trip and getting every aspect of it, because it is family time. That's usually, at least for us East Coasters, what these beach vacations are like. Currently, I am going to the Ocean Pines skate park. There is a skate park at the other end of the Ocean City, Maryland strip, if you will, where we are staying. But that skate park has been under construction now for a very long time. Like the past 3 summers that we have been here, it has been under construction and of course closed. So this other skate park is a 17-minute drive from the gym. You'll be seeing over your screen now the map of how to get there. It's a very easy drive. And I wanted to do something for the B channel with us being here, and it was not going to be a vlog. So I thought, you know what? Let's go check out this skate park. Let's rally a little bit at the end of this cold and just see what it's like. I've seen a lot of really good reviews about the skate park so far. It is 8:11 in the morning on a Thursday, and actually it was just raining the past 2 or 3 days. So again, everything's going wrong on this beach trip. It should be, hopefully, pretty dead at the skate park today. With the rain, I don't even know if the bowl is going to have great drainage. I would imagine, being a beach town, I would hope it has good drainage. Initial impressions upon just entering Ocean Pines is actually, like, I guess not a gated community, but there's a bridge that you have to cross and all of those things. So I assumed the skate park is open to everybody. Hopefully it is. We'll find out, and you guys will find out with me. If this video ever gets published, that means it was open. If it doesn't, that means it was not. We made it to the park, and there's actually a lot of parking. There's one other person actually skating right now, and they look very good. So that's really cool to see. You have heard me mention in past reviews, a lot of times people aren't skating anymore. There's like 1 or 2 scooter kids, and that's about it. So I'm going to get out of my gym sweatpants and into more of my skating pants, and we're going to go from there and see what type of footage we can get at this park. The other skater that was here just dipped out, and I am just rolling around to warm up. So a little bit of a fun fact, I did some HIIT cardio on Sunday when we got here to try to help out with this cut, because I knew I was going to be eating a little crappy, and I strained the shit out of my hamstrings and glutes. That was on Sunday. It's Thursday. I can still barely move them. So I don't know if the cold is playing a factor into that as well. But man, I've been talking this whole time about how everything's going wrong on this trip. Whew, you guys ready for this? So it turns out I am missing 2 pieces of hardware on my rear truck. So one I knew fell out. The other one must have came out when I was skating around when we first got here on Saturday, and I don't have a skate tool and I don't have extra hardware. So I'm gonna be taking it a little easy on this part. There is a sketchy athletic bag right there. And you know, normally I wouldn't do this because I don't know whose bag that is, but I really want to see if there's a skate tool in there that maybe I can borrow to tighten my hardware, because I'm worried about that rear truck. Just super wet, gross pads. But it did rain a lot yesterday, and as you guys can see, the bowl totally clear, like not a drop of water anywhere. And so far, the transition of the park is excellent. Every obstacle is looking totally skatable, and it seems like a really nice little park. I really wish I just had a better like mindset and setup for this park right now, because it looks like a lot of fun. Yep. What an awesome little park. Transition, perfect. Like just perfect, man. I really am digging this park. If you're in the area, would strongly recommend. Side note though, so obviously I'm not wearing a helmet right now, and you are supposed to be wearing a helmet that says you could get removed without a helmet. So, you know, you guys know how it rolls at every place. Some places they follow through on that, other places they don't. So we're just gonna go ahead and try to keep skating. The kid that was here didn't have a helmet on either, so we'll see. Oh, that's so nice. This little tabletop is probably my favorite obstacle at this park. It is pretty awesome. You also have kind of a perfect spine here. So if you were into that 6-7 foot quarter pipe on the other side with the bowl, and probably about a little like 3.5-4 footer on the right side. So it's a really nice little option. Again, that 6-7 foot continues around most of the bowl, and then it dips down. And that rear portion that I first dropped into back there, I would say it's probably close to 8 feet. So a nice, relatively good area. The flow part, nice for any skill set, not bad. The cement feels pretty good. I like it. I like it. Usually, beach town parks are almost always pretty good because like everyone gets it. A lot of rails, like in particular this one, it is at a downward slope, still a relatively tall rail. Like this is an 8.5. And you can see it's tall, but if you were trying to learn rails, specifically down rails like handrails or anything else, and you were a little nervous, you got grass all along this side and a pretty like moderate slope, nothing crazy. And then over here, you have this handrail, and it's kind of fun because it looks big. Like it looks like, man, that's a massive 6-stair rail, but in actuality, like, it's pretty, I mean, I say pretty tiny. It's still a big rail, but it's nice. Like if you were practicing and you wanted to get into trying out handrails, you have slope on one side with the bank, and then you got stairs on the other side. And this rail is not as tall. You could definitely still learn on. When I was a kid and actually doing handrails, I had one very similar to the park that I grew up in, and it really helped me learn handrails and kind of build confidence to go on bigger stuff. So those are your two really rail options. You do have this one over here, which is a really nice sized square rail, kind of like perfect size, comes up halfway through my deck. And then you do have a few little hubbas scattered around. If you are a beginner like me now, this is a great park. And also if you're more along the advanced level, this is still going to be a really nice park to visit. Side note, it is not paved coming up into the park. So it just rained, as I've mentioned multiple times, and it is quite sloshy over there with mud and sand. So kind of be ready for that. Skip around that if you can, and maybe bring a towel or something. And take this as a note from me, you know, extra hardware. I'm the preparedness guy, right? And I have no extra hardware. I got no tool. I'm on vacation. I'm sick. Jeez, what a mess. That's all right. We're still here. That's about going to wrap up this park review. Hopefully, if some of you are in the area thinking about this skate park, you will definitely make the trip out. Depending on where you are in the Ocean City Strip, it's like a 20-25 minute max drive. Totally worth it. I would imagine this place gets relatively busy on a Saturday because it's in that kind of like, not gated community, but community, like definitely like an HOA type of situation. And I would just imagine there's a lot of kids, scooter kids, whatever, that just kind of like flood this park on the weekend. I could be wrong, but if you want to come, you know, you're staying here during the week. This is a Thursday. I think that would be a great time to come in the morning if you're, you know, an adult and actually wake up early. If I had to rate this park out of 10, I would give it a solid 8. There's parts for flat ground tricks that I love doing. There's flow opportunity with this side of the park, and then there's a huge vert opportunity with the bowl. So I would say 8 out of 10 solid. The only thing that could make it like a 10 out of 10 is if it was a little larger. That's about it. You know, if this park got busy, I think it would get pretty congested pretty quickly. So a little larger, it would be a 10 out of 10. That's a pretty banging rating, and for somebody like me, it's a really cool park, and even if you're an expert, I think you would still have a lot of fun here. So Ocean Pine Skate Park, huge win, 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great content coming soon.